Forrest Gump kept running back and forth, dodging bullets. He kept carrying injured soldiers back to safety without thinking twice about it. With his heart pounding and knowing that his life could end at any moment, he kept going back into the war zone. The war zone is like a game of hide and seek. He kept trying to stay quiet and not stir any unwanted soldiers. Forrest even managed to save Lieutenant Dan's life, even though he just wanted to die on the battlefield. Everyone has seen the movie Forrest Gump. His act of bravery during this scene is something that is worth noting because not a lot of people would have done the same. This scene is a story that is worth paying tribute to. I am the grandson of a war veteran. My grandpa was a member of the Army General Staff and even told me stories about his teaching career. These stories have helped fuel my passion to become a teacher. Today, I want to pay tribute to my grandpa, who was a decorated war veteran and also one of the hardest working men I ever knew. First of all, my grandpa was a decorated war veteran. He served in World War II, and his job was to get people ready to go out and fight in the war. He was known to yell at the top of his lungs, and people said that his yelling was as if a siren was going off. Even though the soldiers didn't like it, they realized that it was probably better for them during the heat of the battle. My grandpa also served as an admissions counselor for the military at West Point. This was where he first realized that after his active duty was over, he would go on to become a teacher. He also served as a member of the Army General Staff in the Pentagon, and this solidified his legacy as a top-notch officer. Now that I've explained how my grandpa was a decorated war veteran, I'll explain how he taught in the Evansville school system for 50 plus years. My grandpa taught in the Evansville school system for 50 plus years, and he began teaching in 1955. He used to always say that you can take the kid out of the town, but you can't take the town out of the kid. He knew that after his active military duty was over, he would become a teacher because this was his true passion in life. He became principal in 1975, and in 1987, his school won the National Exemplary School Award. He went all the way to Washington, D.C., and received the award on behalf of the school from President Reagan. Now that I've explained why my grandpa taught in the Evansville school system for 50 plus years, I'll explain how he was a fatherly figure who always put his family first. Every summer, my family and I would go on a vacation, and he was in charge of planning it. He used to always come up with an itinerary of what to do, and he would always pass it out to us. This itinerary consisted of things like go to this museum, go to this shop, go to this restaurant, go to this aquarium. We would always try and take pictures to remember our vacations by at a later date. And he was always in charge of taking these pictures. And when he did, he would always say, 2 flashes. This became one of his patented sayings, and it's still something that we remember him by to this very day. The third thing is that my grandpa made sure that everyone got an equal part in his will. He made sure that his wife does not have to worry about any financial situations she may find herself in. And also, he made sure that everything in his possession was dealt to someone in the family so that they could enjoy it during their lives. Let me end by saying that my grandpa loved being a teacher, he loved being a principal, and he loved being a part of the military. But there was something he loved above all of those things, and that was being grandpa. Towards the end of his life, he tried to pass on as much information as possible to both my brothers and I. He fulfilled a great life, and he made sure that his family was well prepared for their future. Thank you.